Hey, what's up guys? It's MUNCH here, back at it again with another food review. Today we're going to munch it up on Wetzel Pretzels' newest product, the Choco Churro Bitz. They are made of a chocolatey sauce with cinnamon and sugar and caramel, though my order did not have any caramel because they ran out. Today we have a very, very special guest. It's Kyle from Kyle's Tasty Food Reviews.
Hey everybody, I'm Kyle. You might know me from my channel. It's Kyle's Tasty Food Reviews here on YouTube. Maybe we'll include a link down in the description.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Thank you for being here,
yeah,
Kyle.
I'm super excited to be here. Food's one of my great passions, and yeah, find good food, find good people, and have a good life. I'm actually super excited to be here today because if you didn't know this already, Wetzel's Pretzels actually holds a very special place in my heart. I used to go get pretzels from there back when I was a kid all the time, and so I actually really like Wetzel's Pretzels.
Thank you, Kyle. Wetzel's Pretzel also has a special place in my heart. I think in particular they have very, very cool marketing. The words of Wetzel. Wow, what a big pretzel you have. I don't know if that's safe for work, but that's pretty clever, I think.
Well, actually, that there is a play on the old legend about the wolf. Wow, what big eyes you have. And so I think that's what they're referencing with that clever piece of marketing.
Wow, Kyle, that's really fantastic insight. I'm so glad to hear for this review.
Yeah, I'm glad to be here. That's why I'm here. And for anybody watching, you can find many more insights like this on my channel, Kyle's Tasty Food Reviews here on YouTube. Description link below.
Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment on Kyle's content, as well as this meal munch video. Alright, you guys, that's enough talk. Let's munch it up. So this cool package, the Wetzel Bitz, is kind of a classic for this classic snack at Wetzel's. It's basically a pretzel, but just more of it in smaller pieces. This is a classic snack, but this is kind of a variation of the classic as well, because they use chocolate instead of just the cinnamon and sugar. Again, this is supposed to have caramel as well, but my Wetzel's was out. This package has reheating instructions for those of you that are curious. It says that you must preheat in a conventional oven or toaster oven to 400 degrees. If the pretzel is frozen, allow it to thaw, wrap in foil, and bake for 3 minutes. Remove foil and bake for an additional 2 minutes. That's the Wetzel's way, you guys.
I wonder if we can use a microwave to reheat these as well, or if that would compromise the quality of the product.
You know, I bet you're right, Kyle, because after all, this is indeed a classic, and I imagine no matter way it's reheated, it's probably even good cold, honestly. So, let's dig in. Let's eat. All right, Kyle, it's time to munch it up, and you're the guest of honor, so you get to go first, my friend.
Wow, okay. All right.
Thank you, Kyle.
I'm pretty excited about this. So first of all, I think it's got a good texture. It's got a good firmness to it. And I like the caramelization. I think that's a very nice feature that I wouldn't expect out of a product of this from you know, a big company like Wetzel's, but they've never let me down in the past before. So I'm pretty excited about this. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, so all in all, I'd say that this is pretty good. It's pretty good. Now, I have to say, I'm not normally a fan of when companies try to change up their products that they've already made. I like the classic products, but with that said, this is actually a pretty good example of a time when changing things up is actually maybe for the better. I'm curious to know your insights on this as well, but as one last thing, I'll say that the texture is still very good. It's got that classic Wetzel's texture that you come to expect from their pretzels, but now with an added twist of cinnamon.
Thank you, Kyle. I really appreciate your perspective on the classics, because I similarly think it's best if a company just leaves the classics as they are, because that's what makes them classic after all. In fact, my most recent review on the McDonald's Sweet and Sour as featured in was a success because I found that they actually didn't change the sauce itself. It's simply a matter of cool marketing. And cool marketing goes a long way for a classic. So thank you for your review, Kyle. Now it's time for me to munch it up. Let's get a good one here. Wow, look at this one, you guys. This has the classic pretzel look with a little twist on it. There's the glistening of the chocolate sauce, which looks quite delicious, if I may say so, before I've even tried this. And the cinnamon and sugar is sugar on top. Let's try this out. Let's see. Let's munch it up.
How is it?
It's definitely got a kick of that chocolatey goodness right off the bat. And the cinnamon is wow. I mean, the cinnamon has such a kick. Let's take one more bite, you guys. This is already set to be classic.
It's got consistent flavor. Every bite, you know what to expect. I like that.
Yes, yeah, absolutely. It's consistent. And you know what makes a classic is consistency.
There's some foods out there, like, for example, pepperoni pizza, where some bites will have more of one ingredient than the other. And it rubs me the wrong way that the bites taste different every time you take a bite. With this, I know what to expect, which rubs me the right way.
I agree. I think that's a great take, Kyle. I think it's true that when you get food that's inconsistent like that, it's just hard for it to be a classic. The one bite is amazing, then the next bite you're like, this is only bread. This is just crust now. Where's the pepperoni?
We've all been there where we take a bite of the crust and it's not what we wanted because we wanted the cheese, we wanted the pepperoni. Some of my favorite pizza places are Domino's, Little Caesars, Papa's Pizza.
Don't forget Pizza Hut. Pizza Hut's probably the best overall.
I would agree. You have to pay attention to their slogan, which is you cannot out-pizza the Hut, which I think in this case is pretty accurate.
Especially given they are supported by Pepsi.
Oh, are they?
Oh, yeah.
That's why they carry Pepsi products, I suppose.
Yeah. It's actually really cool. You can get Mountain Dew. You can even get Diet Pepsi, which I reviewed on this channel.
I'll have to watch that one in my free time after this. Can you get Diet Mountain Dew?
In fact, you can. They even have Mountain Dew Zero, which I believe is sort of like a take on Coke Zero, but for Mountain Dew.
That's a pretty good assortment of products.
Yes.
I'll have to check them out.
PepsiCo really is a classic.
It is a classic. It is.
And so is pepperoni pizza.
And so is pepperoni pizza. That's super good.
And I believe this is a classic too. This is one delicious meal. It's chocolatey, it's cinnamony, it's even sugary, and of course it's got that classic pretzel taste that you know and love from Wetzel's. So with this, I'd like to say this is a classic 10 out of 10, just like the original pretzel as well. It's a classic in its own right. But this is sort of more of a salty flavor. This, on the other hand, is very, very sweet. All you folks with sweet tooths, I'd go out to Wetzel's right now and get yourself an order for Choco, Churro, Bitz from Wetzel's Pretzels. What do you think, Kyle? Do you think it's also a classic 10 out of 10, as I have deduced?
I think it is a classic 10 out of 10. Now, this here is a classic pretzel with a twist. This here is a reimagination of the pretzel without a twist, but with a twist. I do have one critique about these pretzels here, and that is their looks consistency. So if I am to pull out two of these, I would expect them to look more or less similar. However, I would say that their sizing is a little bit inconsistent, although this doesn't affect the flavor as we've mentioned, which I am greatly appreciative. Actually, let me try it.
How is it, Kyle? Are you finding consistency in the flavor despite the appearance?
I may actually have to drop my score of these new classics down to a 9 out of 10 because the sizing difference does affect the flavor to a degree. with the more bread comes a richer flavor, but with this you can taste more of the chocolate, which is a small detail, but one that I think we need to point out for our viewers.
So are these in the classic territory for you, or do they put a twist on the classic that you're not fond of?
These are absolutely still a classic.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
100%. These are a classic for sure.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, these are good. These are good. I like them.
So you've heard it here first on Mule Munch, folks. This is a classic 10 out of 10 snack from Wetzel's. They've done it again. They've made yet another classic, and this is perhaps one of their best items on the menu. So we highly recommend you go out and munch it up at Wetzel's Pretzels today, and don't forget to get the classic pretzel as well. Do you have any final words, Kyle?
No.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you for munching it up with Mule Munch, featuring Kyle's tasty food reviews. This is a classic meal, and we hope you enjoy. Be sure to like and subscribe and share, and check out Kyle's channel for more delicious food content. Thank you.